What's your favorite movie?
Dumb and Dumber.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I love Dumb and Dumber.
It's one of my favorites.
Bro,
Finally.
where you... Hold on. Where you
Welcome.
kidding? Welcome, guys.
Yeah, dude. Introduce the audience. Come
All
on.
right. Hit it.
No, please.
No, I was just
You're
gonna tell you.
on a roll. You're on a roll.
Yeah, because this is on the Greek, and we're talking...
You're on a roll.
Right,
so
we
do
took
it.
off the record because I asked you what was your favorite movie for the sound check, and you freaking said Dumb and Dumber, and I thought you were like joking.
No.
Because I'm a dumb person.
One of my favorite movies. Probably my number one.
It's my number one comedy.
Comedy,
ever.
yes, comedy.
There's
Comedy.
never been something as hilarious.
Dumb and Dumber, Old School, Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
Those are my definitely top three.
Well, the actual father of them all, the grandfather of them all, Animal House. You ever watched it?
I've seen them.
It doesn't because it doesn't resonate.
Maybe
It's a little off.
Earlier, yeah. No.
Yeah. But that's again, that's the new wave of American comedy movie kind of deal. But still, Dumb and Dumber to me, best comedy ever made. I consider it a top movie of the '90s. You know, if you analyze like the '90s, very prolific,
especially for Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's on a roll in the '90s.
Bro,
Liar,
The
Liar,
Mask.
The Mask, Ace Ventura.
Holy shit! Let me take that back. Well, no. Dumb and Dumber is still funnier than Ace Ventura, but fuck,
Ace Ventura is awesome. Up there. He's not, he's not funny. He's not funny than Dumb and Dumber.
Ace Ventura?
It's funny.
It's awesome.
It's great. Welcome.
Welcome, guys.
It's been a minute. It's been a while.
It's been a minute or two.
What, it's been like a month, 2 months since we did our last podcast?
No. Well, it was Super Bowl. No. It was barely a month.
I think it's been a month.
Well, we originally said in our introductory video that we're gonna do a bi-weekly pod. So, guys, stay tuned for that. We'll eventually make it. But
Tito, I've seen you've upgraded.
Oh, I'm glad you noticed.
Come on, tell them.
Well, I'm an envelope pusher, right?
Right.
As we like to say, I'm a hustler. So I just wanted to to kind of give a little vibe to the studio, and I needed to do some changes for my other podcast.
I'm a little more comfortable on this one.
You feel comfortable with this
I'm more
one?
comfortable on this.
But the other one was kind of like more edgy, right? Because it was like stools. It was weird higher up.
Yeah, but I was uncomfortable.
Fits
though.
a little dangling down there.
Yeah, but I was still uncomfortable.
I got
Do you not care about your co-host over here?
I really do. So you telling me that you are more comfortable,
Yeah,
it warms my heart, bro.
Yeah, I like
it. warms
you got
me
the
heart.
Atletico Madrid over here. What'd you say? What's it?
Atlético makes you stronger, bro. El Atleti te hace más fuerte. Fuck yeah. And we got, a little TV centered up with our logo.
Boom.
Guys, I know, guys, what you're thinking. What is the merch, right? What is the merch? Well, we're working
I don't
on
think
it,
they're
okay?
thinking that, dude.
Well, I'm pretty
whatever.
sure all our 63 subscribers on YouTube think that, all
We're
right?
on 63?
We have 63.
We got to find out who that number 69 is. That would be funny.
Oh, that would be fun.
that'd be
Well,
good.
let's first make it to it.
Let's make-
How about that?
Let's first make the double-digit episode.
That's right. Let's be conservative. Let's be conservative on the requests, on the making.
No,
it.
I like it. It's a good setup. It's
Yeah.
nice.
So we have now
Coming
the
along.
screen. Whenever you're asking me, I want to see Manchester United highlights. I can hit it up here with the compu and make it happen on the screen.
There you
know?
go.
Yeah. We had to lower everything a little to make this new table setup work.
Uh-huh.
We got some stuff. Pagliaccione is still here because he was our original producer of the podcast.
He's our mascot, dude.
Yeah. I told you already. Let me tell the audience
God,
about this
here we go
awesome
again.
piece. Well, I had to do it. I'm sorry. We talk about not doing this, but I have to do it. Let everyone see Back to the Future 2 $1 $1 poster, bro. Ain't this awesome? I mean,
Dollar Tree has some good buys. I'm not gonna lie.
Dollar Tree. I become
So you become a big fan of Dollar Tree.
big fan because
Huge.
I love digging.
But
So
you paid more for the frame than you did the puzzle, right?
10 times more, bro. The frame is $10 and the freaking puzzle is $1. What the fuck is wrong with this?
That's also my favorite movie too. Back to the Future.
Really?
The
OG?
second one.
Oh,
Back to the Future 2 is my.
that's
my
why I
favorite
bought it,
third,
right? So
yeah.
I'm going through they're posters, but they're puzzle posters or whatever.
Right.
And they are a random selection. You have their Office Space, which is a movie I didn't even know about.
Office Space. I
What
remember.
is it? It's like a comedy. It looks like.
It's like a comedy, yeah. But I forgot. I didn't really see it.
I haven't seen it. So you have Office Space. Okay, that's a pass. Then you have Clueless, a classic 90s movie.
Classic.
Right? But it's more like, not to be sexist, but it's more for ladies.
Well, it's
kind
not
of
gonna be
classic.
canceled anyway, so it's fine, right?
Agreed. But so it wasn't my cup of tea. I remember it.
Yeah,
I remember it, like that's a nice movie. That's a nice after lunch movie kind of deal. But then they had Flashdance,
Flashdance, never seen it.
random in 1984, I think. No,
Never
1982. Bro, what a feeling and believing. The plot of that movie. the plot of the 80s movies. We talk about that. We could actually bring your friend who does podcasts about movies. Or
Flicks with the Critch.
Flicks with the Critch. Shout out,
Critch. And look what he's wearing. Show him. St. Louis Rams.
Oh, that's the same guy?
That same guy, St. Louis Rams.
St. Louis Rams all the way. We'll be back.
And I bust his balls a lot because, once the Rams moved to Los Angeles, he's not a St. Louis Rams fan anymore. So he's a Kansas City Chiefs fan now.
Wait. I thought we said that if you go to a different city, you move with the team to
Typically. But whatever. It's Critch. We don't want to bother.
Well, I guess Crutch, he really wanted to stay closer to home, right?
Stay closer to home, exactly.
That's what he wanted.
There's your go. There's your sweater.
But
if you want, Critch, what was the movie you said you want? The Flashdance?
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you the story about the sweater later on. But Flashdance is a movie in which there is this mixed-race lady, kind of forward for the 80s, who wants to become a professional dancer, who's a welder during the day. And then at night, because, back in the day, it was harder to see a mix, because, we don't want to talk about systemic racism. So we're not going to talk about it, but there was something ruined in the American society back in the day and still now. And therefore, it was less common to see, minority people in main roles. So actually, I don't know what her ethnicity might be, but she looks mixed. Point is that she is an aspiring dancer as a passion, but then she in the daytime she's like a welder,
right?
And she is like in this rough working class furnace area, whatever. And then she has this relationship that develops and unfolds during the movie with an old man, like a white old guy in his 40s or something. He looks older. So a very unique movie in the synopsis. In terms of your classic love stories, what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack is awesome. You've heard that song, right? What a feeling. And believing.
Can I just? I'll hear it on Spotify later. Don't sing it for me.
I'll send it over to you. We'll put it, guys, in the description in case you didn't catch
put on the back
my
burner
pitch
for now,
perfect, singing here. I know. So they had that one. They have one of my most emblematic 80s movies, 1984, Footloose.
Footloose.
Footloose. That one you know, right?
Yes.
Another awesome.
I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen a play to it. I saw a high school play to it.
You got okay. So you got the gist of it, like big city
I got
guy.
the idea of it, yeah.
Comes to kind of like a Midwest. It's probably Missouri or Kansas somewhere, in which dancing is forbidden. Remember? Dancing is for. Oh, you haven't seen the movie, but in the play, do they do that? Like at first he comes, he's like the city boy, so the local bully kind of picks on him, but he's he's a tough guy because he's big balls because he's from Chicago or some shit like that.
Right.
And then he has a secret passion for dancing.
Okay.
And the daughter of the preacher, kind of takes a like on him. But of course, she is like secretly girlfriend with the bully of town.
I'm stumped.
So the bully of the town is even more upset about this new kid who is just like on his turf now and menacing his realm. So I don't know. It's just like a teen.
Did you get the puzzle or not? That's the main point. You got the puzzle.
I got Footloose and I got this one.
Boom.
Which is very weird, like that they have Back to the Future 2 and not 1, because 1 is like the emblematic one, right?
2 is a more popular one, right?
You think?
I would think so.
To me, it's probably the best one of them 3. I love the first one. The first one, it was like my first love kind of thing. Right. But then I saw the second, because the second one is the best. You know why? Because it's the one they travel in time the most.
Well, with Back to the Future 2, they made a reference. The Chicago Cubs won the World Series, and I believe in 2007.
There was some coincidence there.
There was a coincidence. Yeah, because when they made the movie, they went Back to the Future. The Chicago Cubs won the World Series, and that seemed crazy because the Cubs haven't won. I've never won a World Series.
Right? Wasn't there like a how you call it, a curse?
Billy the Goat. Yeah. This guy brought in his goat to the game, and they said you couldn't bring the goat in. This is like the 1920s, whatever.
Yeah. When baseball
and
was
allegedly,
popular.
the guy said, "All right, you guys will never win another World Series." Something along those lines.
Right. And they were 100 years with a win.
And this is 100 years they won. Yeah, the last thing they won was they won it.
They
recently.
won it that 2000 something, right?
Yeah.
Want to Google it?
Well, before that, they had won like 19 something.
Right. But they are.
It would have been 100 years. It's been 100 years.
Yeah, but they're one of the top teams, right? Stock market is Chicago.
Right now, kind of, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean.
But the Cubs are always cursed.
2016 they won.
2016 they won, exactly.
After defeating the Cleveland Indians.
Yes.
8-7.
2016.
In the 7th game of the 2016.
Yeah, that was a big game. I was generally, as a baseball fan, I was genuinely excited for the Cubs to win.
Holy shit.
What was the last time they won?
They broke a curse.
What was the last time they won?
Winning, because they hadn't won. When
was the last World Series?
1908.
1908.
Yeah. That's the math in there.
Yeah. So as a general baseball fan, when I saw that was really, really cool. I like that. I enjoyed it.
Right,
because you saw that's history right there.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the things that kind of like cheer you up, right?
Exactly.
Because you're from a powerful team, so it's not like probably the ones from a minor like the what is that Arizona Blue Diamonds or whatever.
The Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks probably they're like fuck. That's what we want.
Right, I guess.
Because what would be the word we talked about this before? But what would you say is the least good team historically or lately?
Lately, it's the Marlins.
The Marlins. Oh, you said this. But is it a team that?
I mean, they were good back in the 2003.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about.
They beat the Yankees in 2003.
We're not gonna repeat though ourselves because we talk about how like the beauty of American sports is that you're able to renovate teams and have different markets actually having chances to win, unlike European sports in which the big ones will always be the big ones. So
congratulations on completing your puzzle.
Thank you.
In the beginning of quarantine and lockdown, these were sold out, man. You couldn't find a puzzle anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because that was the only thing to do. Because you were locked inside, you couldn't go out, right? So a lot of people were doing.
There's only so much reality TV you can watch,
exactly.
Or Trump loving, Trump trashing TV. So yeah, of course you're gonna have to resort to some other activities. And
of course. But congratulations, your friend.
Thank you. Yeah, bro. I don't know. This is a provisional location because we're still figuring things out. But yeah, bro. I also did this. This was a little bit of my creation. You know, not the Pagliaccio, but I call this the stair. Okay, so I stole a bunch of grocery shopping.
Don't tell me. You already told me.
Oh, so let me tell the audience, right?
Please.
Should I tell the audience?
Yeah.
So I borrowed some milk crates. I borrowed some milk crates from the local grocery stores.
Borrowing means you got to give it back to them.
Well, eventually I will. Right. If I ever move away from here, because I made it, I'll give it to them. So yeah, so I put them together. You know, I did some backing, so everything looks like dark on the back. And then I took this old piece of furniture. I'm a big proponent of recycling furniture.
Okay.
Which is something we're not talking this pod. So this one I found it one night on the trash by my apartment. And it was wobbly and stuff, so I fixed it. I just tightened the bolts and stuff. I cleaned it up real nice. I put some embellishments here. And
look at you. You're like a fucking regular IKEA over here, man. Look at this.
Well, you know, I don't want to pay for furniture because you know it's New York City, so people are throwing shit that's very valuable all the time.
I told you, there's a couch on the block. If you want to go get it, get it.
You know, we're in Washington Heights. Imagine in Soho and all those places. Oh. You know, too bad that I don't have a larger vehicle that I ride a motorcycle. Otherwise, I would pick it. I would try to make a living out of it because there's so much nice furniture. I see it all the time. Because going on the bike, you know, if you keep an eye, like you'll see it on the curb all the time.
I agree with you. Yeah.
All the time, like really nice stuff that they just, you know, sometimes businesses fail and then offices move away and they just dump on the curbside. Yeah,
that makes sense.
A bunch of stuff. I'm sure actually there is probably some guy with a van.
Why don't you do this? Once you rent a U-Haul truck for the day, just drive around the city. If you like something, put it in the U-Haul truck.
I need to try to pull my leg, but
I'm not trying to pull your leg. That's
I've done this twice.
That's not a bad idea.
But the thing is that bro, you're just rolling the dice away. In a way.
Why?
Well, because you may find only shit that day, casually, you know, because maybe the good stuff, it was just dropped
but you
the
can
day
find
before.
The best stuff, and you'll have the space to carry it.
Right. But the problem, you know what the problem is? Let me tell you, I'm going to tell the audience, this is a little bit of a gem, a drop of knowledge for everyone.
Oh, please drop us the gem.
Because U-Haul, right? Because you rent a U-Haul, well, that's so cheap, right? Because they have those vans and those trucks going all around that says $19.99. Bro, the actual price of everything after all the things that you have to put together for the budget is like $80 to $100 because you know it's $19.99 just flat without the taxes, without the insurance, without the mileage, without like a bunch of like different items that add up on the bill, and it ends up being like $80 to $100. So then you actually need to find some cool stuff to make it worth, and then you have to refuel, which is another fee you have to put on. So what if it's you pay the $100 or the $80, whatever, and then all you find is just some beat down bookshelf, bro?
Hey man,
you're fucked.
That's the risk you're gonna take, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I've done it a couple of times, not like going around trying to find shit, but with people who were moving away who I knew or coworkers back in the day or whatever. So this actually got for free.
Do you need a printer?
I got for free.
Do you need a printer? I think I have, some guy left a printer in my building.
Wow.
Would you like a printer?
I actually have a printer already, but...
Oh, okay. So I'll go fuck myself. Okay, cool.
No, how beat down is it?
You know, I can upgrade. It looked pretty clean. I didn't inspect it. You know, I'm not a printer master. I don't know what the fuck to look out for.
Did it look old?
No, it looked nice and clean.
Did it say laser?
I don't know. I don't know.
What about brand? Epson?
I think it's
Brother?
HP.
HP?
Oh, okay. No?
No, I'm an expert. I don't know jack about printers. Anyway, so this is nothing we're going to talk about, but that's okay, I guess, because this is Tito on the Greek.
Is it okay? Is it all right? What do you think? People would be pissed off? Sorry?
No, we're just trying to circle back to some of the things we said we were going to talk about. You want to talk about... What do you want to talk about, bro? Which one? We have a lot to unpack because, of course, as you said in the
It's
beginning,
been a while since I've seen you. Yeah.
it's been a while since we saw each other. You
nothing
want to
much
talk
has
about
changed.
why?
Why what?
Putting you on the spot. Why, you were busy and stuff?
Work's picking up again.
Work is picking up. There
Work
you
is picking
go.
up.
Come on, bro.
They increased
to
the
pull
capacity.
words out of your mouth?
Oh, please relax. They increased capacity, man. We're getting a little busier, man. It's nice. It's actually, it feels good to move around, actually see people, socialize with people a little bit. And I think we're just on the up, so I think we're just gonna get busier and busier and busier. Yeah, I think so.
Because you were telling me also off camera that there are new opening up rules, right? Like there might be public shows available soon.
Yeah, well,
What was it?
they just announced April. There's gonna be live shows.
Live shows, nice.
Minimum. I think 100 people inside, 200 people outside.
Okay, reduced audience. Okay.
They started allowing people back in the arenas.
Really?
Yeah. 10%. So it's not bad, but they're opening up movie theaters. I think this week they're opening up pool halls.
Oh,
Which is not.
wow. It's open. That's open though. But
Yeah.
I guess.
No, they weren't open.
No, but
apparently.
it's an open space.
It's an open space. Yeah.
Yeah, probably also. I don't think coronavirus can live in the water. What do you think?
What do you mean?
Well, it's a pool house. So do you think the water could be infested with coronavirus?
What are you talking? It's a pool hall, bro.
Pool!
Where you play pool party.
Cristoforo Gamoto. I thought you meant...
But take that.
Yeah, thank you. I thought you meant house, like pool houses. Meaning swimming pool house. For real. I thought you meant like swimming pools. And I'm like, well, I guess it was a little cold to be opened anyway.
Bro, listen to me, man. I know we're not on a same level of a culture that you're accustomed to. But I said pool hall.
I know,
If
but I
wanted to
heard
say
pool houses.
I would be like, oh, dude, swimming pool houses. What do you... All right. Okay. All right. I know I say a lot of dumb shit sometimes, but I think I made myself pretty clear with it.
No, it's not me. I'm like, yeah, well, I guess it's February, bro. What do you
So,
want? What
It's
do
nice
you
to know that Tito thinks a pool. Go to a pool hall with your swim trunks and see what they tell you.
I rock speedos, and you know that, so. You gotta show the goods
was
sometimes
funny.
from
That
time to
was
time.
funny.
Anyway, so yeah.
So things are starting opening up again, and then
Now the point here is though, okay, they open up in early April. Then let's look at the numbers right there and then, and then look at them 2 weeks later. That's gonna be the key of it. You know
I
what
think
I mean?
it's gonna be the key, man. But I think it's.
Do you think it's gonna even out because of vaccination? People wearing masks, more careful.
Vaccinated, vaccinations. And listen, people are still gonna be wearing masks.
So responsible behavior.
Right, exactly. And then, but it's just like they're not gonna. They can't roll back on these closures again because they're too much into it now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The
Also,
city's
Cuomo said it.
The city's lost way too much money. He's lost way too much money. To shut down everything again, I think it's going to be bad financially for the state, and everyone's going to start freaking out again.
For sure.
Like, we can go through two shutdowns, but a third one's, I think it's going to look... And plus, weather's getting nicer, man. It's getting warmer outside, so people are going to want to be outside and do things.
That's true. And there's also a very important factor here. It seems in the U.S. right now, there are two ways of handling coronavirus. You have the West Coast, we're going to call it, which... affects kind of New York's in the middle, but we have the West Coast way of handling the coronavirus, being more restrictive, being more like you have to wear double masks, you have to keep everything under wraps, everything closed down. We have to be strong to flatten the curve, being very conscious of it. And then you have the Florida style, which is coronavirus doesn't exist. Fuck it all. Yeah, business is important. Let's keep everything open. All people stay home.
Florida and New York have the same amount of cases.
That's what I was trying to get at before you interrupted
and
me.
And Florida has more people. I'm sorry. I get excited with this stuff.
Right. Of course. That's the whole point I wanted to make, really. You know what I mean? That actually there are two different ways of handling the coronavirus, and the results, percentually, Florida has more. But it's not like Florida has double, again, proportionally, than California has. So it's not all that clear that very strict measures really make a huge difference on the long term. Of course, when you have a blown up of cases, you really need to just close shit down and keep people there to just slow the spread. But after that, it's been a year already, literally. Yeah, they have to find new formulas. And apparently the Floridians, they're saying you put the Instagram, anyone who lives in Florida, and they rejoice themselves shooting stories or shooting videos showing us how they don't give a fuck about how people are not wearing masks. Have you heard this? Like people sometimes get offended if you're wearing a mask. They're like, "Why are you wearing a mask for?"
I mean, yeah, it's also like people get offended if you're wearing a mask. People get offended if you're not wearing a mask. and listen, like I've talked to you about this too. Like I don't want to. This whole conversation with the masks and the whole situation.
Yeah,
it's getting tiring for everyone, you know. So it's like I said in Florida. It's not like they're saying, all right, we don't give a fuck about coronavirus. I think what they're saying is like, listen, if you want to be responsible, be responsible.
Yeah.
If you want to go out and you want to wear your mask, you want to be safe, you want to go get vaccinated and be safe, and that's fine. It just shows though two states are handling it different. Like New York suffered the most, man. You know,
exactly. It's still up top.
Still suffering.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hard to recover from. And the city is sad, man. It is
in shambles.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was talking to a managero. Shout out to my managero from here. Guy, shout out.
His name Guy?
His name is Guy.
His name is Guy.
His name is Guy. G-U-E. Guy. If you want to pronounce it in French.
Okay.
But yes, Guy. So he was telling me that he really feels how everyone is like just waiting for a little bit of an opening to really go out there and enjoy themselves. So he was telling me because he's talked to some, or he had an idea of what business people in the hospitality industry may think. Or may feel. They're just waiting for things to open because they feel there's going to be a strong rebound effect.
There is.
So whenever things start to feel safe, people are just going to get all out and start like drinking and eating as if there was no tomorrow in the city. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but people are ready.
I mean, from the second time that we opened indoor dining, I can see a difference.
Oh, you did?
Only because people are just tired, man. They want to go out and socialize. They need to go out and socialize. And I said this so many times, like you can buy a 6-pack of beer at Rite Aid and enjoy your house, but it's not the same as enjoying a 6-pack in the bar, which is true. I'm just saying, like as for social aspects, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying go outside and get hammered and
thank you, yeah,
to feel normal.
Because drink responsibly, guys.
Obviously, yeah, drink responsibly. But it's a different having a beer at home than having a beer in the bar. That's all I'm saying. You want to meet people. Want to meet people.
Yeah, and you said this some episodes ago. It seems like people need that therapy, so to speak.
People need some interaction. Not even just going to a bar, but like going to a movie or going to a show, going to a
fresh
game.
air on your face.
Fresh air in your face, exactly. So I think the second time around it's going to be a little better.
Well, only time will tell.
Only time will tell. We'll see.
But hopefully we are edgy in the end for this crap.
Let's fucking hope so, man. It's going to be a year, right?
It was like, it was March 13th, 14th when Trump
16th.
came out and said, this is real, this is shit.
Forget what?
Brace yourselves.
March 16th.
Yeah.
That's when we locked down.
Fuck yeah.
I remember my coworkers.
Yeah.
Guys, we have to close the bar at 8 o'clock.
I remember March 18th, bro. I was out of a job.
No idea what's happening, what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's what I told you. That was the thing I felt the week. That's where I had the coronavirus.
Ah.
I had a slight fever on Monday. 4 or 5 days later, I had no taste and no smell.
Fuck.
Whatever.
Sounds like a clear case of corona. But you never tested yourself.
We can't confirm or deny.
Yeah, we'll never know.
But
we'll never know.
Yeah.
Amy, bro. So, I've missed you.
I know.
Going back to the original point, which is we haven't seen each other in a minute.
I know. Sorry, we've been busy. You're busy.
Yeah. I've been,
He's on episode 32, guys, on the Spanish podcast.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for mentioning it, Por Reale, guys. Go
32 and 8.
What do you mean?
You have 32 episodes.
Yeah.
We have 8 episodes.
Well, we started this podcast later because that one was...
Okay, I'll give you that.
It was the experiment.
I'll give you that.
Right? When I got everything sort of like, see how things work, see how much I suck. Because, the worst thing about...
I don't want to say anything, but we got to improve a little more.
Well, we're going to improve, but the worst thing is that because I have to like watch it to edit and stuff, you see how much oneself sucks. So it's pretty painful to watch yourself being not so good when you expect to be great and you are less than great. But it's a learning curve,
Strides, man. You gotta take strides.
That's right. And we are here for it.
Are
we not?
We're back. We're back in the Heights.
Yep. Yeah. We're there in the heart of Uptown Manhattan.
The heart of Uptown Manhattan. Man.
Yeah. Going back to the also the upgrades on the studio, we have some more other stuff coming. We're not gonna reveal, guys, what it is, but stay tuned.
It has to do with Amazon, though, guys. I don't want to give it away.
Oh man.
You're just giving Jeff Bezos all your money. You don't give a fucking care.
Wrong. Okay, because I did it from a free account. So what did they give him?
Nothing.
They gave me their stellar service.
Okay.
At no cost because I canceled it before the free trial expired.
Touche.
And so stay tuned. Some more upgrades coming. What else, browsies?
I went to Atlantic City for the weekend. My favorite New Jersey town.
Your favorite by
far my favorite. It's not Newark. It's not Jersey City.
Wow. No, none of those. None of those.
Atlantic City.
Gotcha. No North Bergen. No.
No, not North Bergen.
All right.
And LBI. I gotta say LBI. I like LBI.
LBI.
Long Beach Island.
Bro, this is something it kind of gets under my skin a little bit
What?
in America. How many Long Beaches do you guys have? At some point, you have to like use a different name.
At some point, I guess.
So there's a Long Beach in New York,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Like in Long Island.
Yeah.
There is a Long Beach in New Jersey.
Long Beach Island. Yes.
Is Long Beach Island?
Yes.
Is it an island?
Yes, it is.
Because you guys tend to do this sometimes. Also, you could call something an island that is not a fucking
I
island.
mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's
Well, I
an
guess you're
island.
not a geography
yeah.
expert, but whatever. All right. So you have Long Beach Island, and then you have Long Beach, California, too, right?
Yes.
And Long Beach, San Diego, or something like that. There is another one down there. I don't know.
I guess they ran out of names, bro. I don't know. Anyways, so
Long
went to
Beach-
Atlantic City, Long Beach Island.
but that's more like a summer spot.
Summer spot, yeah.
All right, I got you. So how was it in the AC?
I had a good time. Just listen, just getting away from New York City is amazing.
Okay. Tell me more.
Just to get away from like everything, just like from the closures, from like the stress.
I haven't been to New Jersey ever since the pandemic started. So how is
Nothing's great over there.
No, what I'm saying is the restrictions are kind of like.
They're kind of more or less the same, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Nothing too crazy, but I won in sports betting. That's all.
What?
Check this
Wait,
out.
how's that related to AC though?
Because when you're in New Jersey, you can sports bet. Now in AC, I did good. I played some poker, played some blackjack, played some roulette.
The usual thing.
Roulette and blackjack, I love. Poker, I did good, and the masks. Wearing the masks, actually a pretty good thing. I don't
Right.
mind it. I don't mind wearing the mask.
Right. Hiding your stuff.
Yeah,
Right?
you hide your your emotions,
Your poker
your
face.
gestures, your poker face. Yeah. So it was fun. I hit a 2-game parlay. You know what a parlay is, right?
Nope.
You have no idea what a parlay is.
No, I'm not big on betting. My
Not
mother doesn't
one-
allow me.
Your mother doesn't allow you.
No.
Okay. So you bet let's say you bet 5 games.
Yeah.
Okay? You bet 5 games.
What am I betting for? The winner and the loser? What am I
Winner,
betting?
loser, score, whatever.
Okay.
I'll give you an example in this my 2-game parlay. Okay.
Please hit me.
I picked Aston Villa to beat Leeds United. Whatever the score is, just to beat them. Next game was Newcastle versus Wolverhampton Wolves, right? So that's a 2-game parlay.
Okay.
So I picked a tie in the second game and a win in the first game.
Got you.
If I got wrong in any one of those games, my whole bet is gone.
Holy shit.
So I bet $15 to win over 100, 150, whatever it was.
It was like a 10-1?
It was like a 10-1, yeah. So if you bet a parlay, the odds of you are a little higher. So if you bet, you probably get a bigger payout.
I gotcha. But you risk more. So it's a larger risk, but more of a reward.
You risk less, but a bigger reward.
What did you? Okay.
I just bet $15 on it.
So a parlay, it has to be only
You have to get all your bets right.
Right, but it can be more than 2.
It has to be more than 2.
So
yeah.
what makes a
It has to
parlay
be more
is
than
from
one. I'm
2.
sorry. It has to be more than
exactly.
one.
So it's from 2 up. It makes a parlay.
One up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the first game was good. I won. Aston Villa won 1-0.
That's sad, bro, because I really like Leeds United because they have Marcelo Loco Bielsa. You know their coach. It's a great guy. Have a story on my pod in Spanish about him. If you guys gotta check it out.
Not everyone understands Spanish though, bro.
That's true. Probably the majority of our audience doesn't. Anyway, but Bielsa is a great Argentinian coach who has a very particular philosophy in life.
So I won the first
soccer.
game.
Yep.
Second game, Newcastle was up 1-0. Now this could bite me in the ass because I picked a tie for that game. So there was no tie. I would have lost.
All of it.
$15. Wolverhampton scored in the 80th minute.
Who? Raul Jimenez? Who?
Boom.
Adama
I
Traore?
don't know. I didn't see the score. I don't know.
That's
But it was fun.
That's awesome.
Then I had a good time
Wow.
overall. It was great. Listen, you go to Atlantic City to lose some money. You're not going there for it's like a part-time job where you're gonna go there and win some money.
Well, unless you are one of those people who make a living.
Unless
out
you're one of those people, exactly.
which
yeah.
is not the case. You were there for leisure purposes. To have fun.
Just to have some fun. That's it.
Right. Fun fact: did I ever tell you I lived in Newcastle?
No,
That's where I learned
I think,
English.
yes.
I learned English there.
This makes a lot of sense now, guys. Right?
Shout out Geordie Land. You know, over here a little bit of a Geordie in me, just so you know, guys. So
That's why your English is a little cracked, huh?
Well, I've taken in a lot of influence from different people and different regions in which
How
English
is living
is
in
spoken.
Newcastle?
Well, to me, it was awesome, bro, because first of all, Newcastle is a northern, smaller city, right? So it's not like Manchester or London, you know what I mean, or Liverpool or whatever. It's not one of the main cities. So it's also very close to Scotland. Mm-hmm. So there were way less foreigners in there. So I was kind of like a exotic hot commodity.
You were
there.
an exotic hot commodity.
Fuck yeah. So
You're the only foreigner in Newcastle at the time?
but bro, you go to London.
I get it. I'm
to
fucking with
London,
you.
you know, to London, sometimes we'll be walking. It's like
I'm messing
Pakistan
up.
there.
I'm
So
messing-
okay,
I'm
it's
messing-
great. You know what I mean? Like love it, but it's not the same.
It's not the
mostly-
same.
Right? It's mostly English
it's,
people.
Yeah, it's more like an authentic.
Right. So, and whenever you are going to learn English, you usually go to, again, one of the main cities. You go to Brighton, London, Manchester, Birmingham, maybe. And then a lot of people in Europe go to Ireland because it's cheaper, you know? So they'll go over there. And so Newcastle is not your usual spot for a foreigner to live there. And I just had a friend who was in the university there in college, in Northumbria College, I think is the name of it, Northumbria University. So anyway, so it was great because I had the chance to experience, you know, for real, a little bit more of an authentic English culture sort of deal. So it was awesome. I was a bartender, bro.
You
at
were a
Liquid,
bartender?
Liquid and Envy, biggest club in the Northeast Lands.
No shit.
Fuck yeah.
Was it a club or was it a pub?
It was a club.
It was a club.
It was a club. Yeah, it was a club. It was kind of like a college club.
You were shaking your cocktails like this?
Fuck yeah. Well, they didn't even do cocktails
They didn't
there.
do cocktails,
Yeah,
just-
cocktails take too long, bro. British
do.
people love to get hammered.
Hammered.
Love it.
Hammered, man.
So you just give them what was popular back then in there was VK. So it was like one of the vodka infused beverages, but it's pre-made,
okay.
like with flavors. But
Yeah,
it's the main alcoholic component
Yeah.
is vodka. They have like that Bacardi that's kind of like here picking up the Bacardi flavored. It was,
gotta look this up, hold
those kind of things are popular. So I had a great time, learned a lot of English. You know, made some really good friends. A few of them still to this date. Shout out Mahir, you know, and shout out Sissy as well.
Bacardi Breezers, that's what it was.
That's right. The breezers.
Bacardi Breezers, yeah.
Breezers. They come in different
Wow.
flavors, right? It was like
Yeah.
watermelon and some sweet
I
shit.
remember we used to drink them when we were like 16, 18 years old, getting hammered over these.
Of course, because they get you hammered for cheap, right?
Yeah,
You
it was
can
doing
buy
me
a
Greece
six-pack.
too, bro. Yeah.
Really?
Bacardi Breeze. Yeah. So how long were you
So
living
anyway,
in Newcastle for?
It was like 4 or 5 months.
All right.
Enough to get a gist of the language, and then I had to study it and stuff, and then I had to apply for college here, so I had to study it a bunch and actually learn a little bit of the language. But when I got here, my first few days in college, it was like a fucking nightmare, because mind you, I came to study not English, but to study regular college with regular Americans.
And
So
you
I
went to
remember
Alabama.
No. Arkansas.
Arkansas, damn it,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. That's why I have actually, and that perfect segue into. I'll tell you about my Arkansas days some other day, because you were mentioning about this jersey. I got it
It's
off
not a
of
jersey, it's a sweater.
That's the sweater. I got it at a kind of like a discount store in the middle of the road, in the road from Jonesboro, Arkansas, Northeast Arkansas to San Luis, Missouri. So they had them for like probably $2.99, $3.99, and it's a sweatshirt, bro. It's awesome. It's awesome. And it was though. I think the Rams hadn't left yet.
No, I don't think so.
I also got to remember, I still have it somewhere. I thought it was just funny because I didn't know shit about baseball at the time. So it was a Marlins.
Florida Marlins show.
Which one is Seattle?
Mariners.
Mariners. It was a Mariners with, it said Ishiro, some Japanese.
Ichiro, Brand.
Ichiro.
One of the greatest hitters of all time.
Really?
He holds the record for most hits in the season.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I had that, not the jersey, but like a T-shirt.
Yeah.
That said Seattle, whatever.
Very, very good hitter.
Yeah. So I thought it was funny, so I got that one, and then I also got for also $2 the red ones. It's like a bird.
The Cardinals.
San Luis Cardinals.
Also, bravo, Valeriano, bravo. Oh shit. What'd you fold down? Oh,
Yeah,
water?
it's all fine. It was Pujols.
Albert Pujols.
Yeah. That one I have.
Pujols.
Pujols, number 5, I think.
Also no good hitter.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Great hitter.
I figured he would start because they were selling their T-shirts.
Yeah.
But no, they were all discounts. So I got them for $2-3.
Critch is a Cardinals fan, by the way.
Of course, because he's St. Louis as well.
St. Louis,
Is he so an all St. Louis fan, right?
Yes.
All sports St. Louis. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
What else? What is this in St. Louis? St. Louis
The XFL. Remember, you know the XFL? You ever heard of the XFL?
like the indoors.
No, that's
American
arena
football?
football. That's arena football.
Ah, okay. No, what is it?
XFL is like
they are
it's called
naked 'cause it's
Extreme
X?
Football League or something.
Oh,
So this was started back, I don't know, back in 2000 something, but it was like a fucking shit show. It was horrible.
but what was the sport they were playing?
Football. They were playing
okay.
football. Yeah,
Did they modify the rules to make it more extreme? Like
They tried to make it cool. Yeah, they tried to make it cooler, but that wasn't the case. And they brought it back a year before 2019, a year before the coronavirus. And it was better than the first time around.
Okay.
They explained the game a little bit better. They had kind of different rules, but it made the game more exciting.
Gotcha.
Anyways, long story short, the Critch is a St. Louis Battlehawks fan.
Is that team still?
The XFL is debunked now.
Okay, so that
The Rock
went-
just bought the
went back to
XFL.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wait, so hold on. So then it may revamp?
It may revamp, yes.
Oh. Speaking of weird American sports experiments, what about that one, that lingerie league that they had, like football, but hot chicks playing it?
I have no,
in lingerie.
the lingerie league?
Lingerie league. Remember? It was before the games. They would have like ladies in lingerie and with football gear playing the sport. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
I have an idea of what you're talking about.
What happened to that?
I'm assuming it did not work out.
Yeah.
You know, I was watching the axe throwing league. Have you seen they have axe throwing leagues, man? Fucking crazy.
So wait, so is like the darts the same thing, the same premise?
I'm
that it's a
assuming
target?
but you like throw an axe. Crazy.
How old is this thing?
I don't fairly new, I guess. I don't know.
All right, Lingerie Football League. All right. It was actually founded in 2009. So
Isn't
upon
it?
my reach, okay.
Isn't it a Women's March? Isn't it a Women's Month today? This month?
Oh, there you go. So let's talk about this because it's Women's Month, which I didn't. Did you know that existed? Isn't that new?
I had no idea.
It's like this year kind of thing, right?
I'm assuming.
It's like an awake thing, right?
I guess.
It's awesome.
If you woke, yeah.
We really love women. We love all kinds of women. We love transsexual. Well, no, transsexuals are women or are not women anymore. Oh, we're talking about this. Sorry. I'm a little confused about that. We love all women. We love all women. Ladies, the more the merrier. Okay? It's awesome. You're awesome.
Big playboy back in the day, guys.
Back in the day. Wow.
Back in the day.
What is that supposed to mean, bro? Do you think I cannot get it anymore?
I don't know, man.
What do you mean?
You fell off your touch a little bit, dude.
Well, it was coronavirus and everyone was out
That's
of
true,
touch
that's
because
true.
of it. So
But back
fuck
in
you.
those days, man. Oh, man.
The good old days, eh? Well, one day we'll do just a good old days themed episode, which will list down all the crazy stories and we'll just tell them one after the other.
Can I tell him one story?
$5
Can I tell him one story?
5-hour podcast.
Can I tell him one story?
Hit them with it. Which one is it? Oh shit.
So this kid was being referred to as Adam Levine at one point. Remember that? They wrote that on Yelp, bro.
Bro,
They wrote that on
it was
Yelp.
an average of 1 to 3 times
One
a
to-
day.
Oh, sorry. 1 to 3 average a day. Sorry.
bro. It's
So
crazy.
I'm serving a table, whatever, and then I think there was 3 women, and then Tito had a table like in the back of section, whatever, and they just see him walking by. So they're like, "Hey, can we ask you a question?" I'm like, "What's up? This is my table now." And I'm like, "What's up?" They're like, "Can we take a photo with your coworker?" I'm like, "This guy?" I'm like,
that with that?
guy? With that guy?" She goes, "Yeah, he looks like Adam Levine, and we want to take a photo with him." I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So they take a photo.
Yeah.
They get up and Tito's like, "Oh, John, do you want to take a photo with them?" They're like, "Nah, we're okay. We just want our check." Wow.
Boom. Just in case you were.
Just in case.
You were a little bit on the. You were a little bit on the low
I'm
with
not
the
gonna lie, I was
self-esteem.
a little upset, dude. Yeah. Wow.
Oh boy.
I think I still have that photo, by the way. The one
Really?
you're like,
Yeah, because that's another thing. I don't enjoy pictures or anything. I don't want the attention as much. Okay, I'm not an attention whore.
but in the restaurant business, you enjoyed it.
Okay, it was a line of business I heavily disliked. I was in for the money. Okay,
And free food.
For free fucking food. You fuck yeah. And so of course I had to have some fun somehow. So I guess just socializing came in handy.
Yes.
I was checking while you were telling this wonderful story about It looks like the X League is the lingerie league as well. It says here the lingerie league.
Lingerie.
The league was originally founded in 2009 as the Lingerie Football League (LFL) and later rebranded as the Legends. Go figure why. Football League in 2013. On December 13, 2019, the LFL announced that it would not be holding a 2020 season. Bummer. And instead restructured as the X League, placing new teams mostly in the same locations as the 2019 LFL season. The league's administrative office are located, of course, in Los Angeles. I would say Los Angeles or Las Vegas, right? But anyway, so just for your own enjoyment, the Chicago Bliss are the top winners with 4 titles.
Awesome.
Damn, 4 titles in less than 10 years. I guess they're big.
They're a dynasty at that point.
They're a dynasty. Dynasty of juicy ladies.
You have to cut that out.
Why?
Man. Because it's Women's Month. They're gonna get pissed off.
But I just praised. I like women with curves. Like I don't. I mean, just womanly features are always welcomed here. You know what I mean? We don't want those. We don't want those very thin ladies that you see in the modeling world, right? Just see, ladies, eat yourself away, right? No?
Okay.
All right. Well, okay. Well, I guess we'll have to work around that in the editing room. All right. So, what is our title?
I forgot what we were talking about.
This
Where
is
we at?
Tito on the Greek.
Oh, I got.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have something on your mind you want to talk about right away, right now?
Yeah.
I don't want to call you off. Remember what you said off the air when I came in? Who's calling? Sorry.
Who's that?
Jill.
Who's
Jill's
that?
calling me.
Jilly Bird 218.
Jilly Bird.
Follow her.
218.
Give her a follow on Instagram.
I'll call her back, babe. I'll call you back. What did you say about Bruno Fernandes again? Just tell the audience. Just tell the audience.
This guy won't miss an opportunity to throw me under the bus.
Just tell the audience.
Big time over here. Well, here's what I said, guys. You may recall this. If not, just go over our YouTube clips because we've talked about Manchester United a couple of times. You will see what I said about Bruno Fernandes. All I said is that this guy was quite expensive.
Expensive, right?
He was kind of expensive. It was what, 45, 50 million euros? So it was
You know, honestly, if you look at today's numbers, that's not that bad.
Well,
that's not that bad.
It was actually...
That's not that bad. He's a Euro Cup winner, as I might add.
I don't even think he was...
He was on the senior team, bro.
Yeah, well, he wasn't in the lineup, though. Probably.
Check his stats in the Euro Cup.
I'm going to check them right now.
What was the stat line in the Euro Cup? Tell me what was the stat line. Come on. Oh, nice.
Okay. No. See? So
he didn't win the Euro Cup?
He won the 2019 UEFA Nations League finals.
Bullshit, bro.
Yeah, and he was actually chosen in the team of the tournament. But, I haven't seen that one.
Wait, he wasn't in the 2016 Euro Cup?
No.
Really?
He debuted in 2017.
Damn it.
Yeah. He first represented Portugal in the 2016 Summer Olympics. And then I'm going to tell you when he was... he, of course, has been an international in under 21, blah, blah, blah. He overlooked for selection by Portugal during his spell in Italy. Fernandes was first chosen on August 28th, 2017. Replacing the injured Pizzi. Wow, Pizzi, what a piece of shit of a player that was.
Why?
Atletico signed him for 12 million euros, and the guy had 2 left foot. Sucked ass. But anyway, so it's August 2017.
It's like Citaridi. Didn't Citaridi play for you guys? Right?
Seitaridis, bro. He came weighing 70 kilograms. After the season, he was 82.
He played at Pajana too.
He got.
But he was on Atletico Madrid, though, right?
Bro, they paid like 9 million euros for him after a stellar performance in the 2004. Very well documented in this podcast spell of the Greek team in the fucking Euro Cup that they fucking won. I want to talk about that freaking tournament again.
I talked about it already.
Anyway, point is that he was the starting right back in that tournament for Greece, and Atletico signed him for 9 million euros. The fucking guy put on 24 pounds off weight in the first
Spanish food. Yeah,
Spanish food. He didn't drink wine. He didn't shit. I'm playing as little as he could.
So tell
also, by the way, a 5-year, 3 million euros clean contract he got, and he got every single fucking euro of that contract, motherfucker.
Of course, because he's Greek. He's a smart guy.
Man, what a flop that was.
So what did you tell me? You were like, he gave me a handshake.
I gave it. When he first shut up the door, when we first encountered each other today, I gave him a handshake because I said, bro, I'm sorry. Okay, let's first actually be specific with what I said. What I said about Bruno Fernandes back in the day. I said, okay, bro, you're talking about Bruno Fernandes as he is fucking Maradona. And I told you, he's a young, promising player, but he's done jack, okay? He had a really good season in Sporting Portugal, which is one of the teams in the Portuguese league, which is a tier 2, being generous, league in Europe. That's what I said. And he was a player signed for a lot of money. So he still have yet to demonstrate, to show us how he can perform even a big stage as the Premier League. That's what I kind of said, maybe with different words, but that was the message.
He's getting jacked up because
I'm getting jacked up because that's what I said.
Okay,
I didn't say the guy.
You didn't say that word for word.
Well, because you were saying he was the next fucking Cristiano Ronaldo.
I didn't say that.
You kind of hinted at it.
No.
The point is that you said he was already like the shit, and I said,
I
always tell you, let him play.
What I said, that he was a great signing for Manchester United.
Right, and we didn't know that at the time. You gambled, you rolled the dice, and
I didn't roll the dice. I knew what I was talking about, though. Anyways, continue.
So upon time passing, and me reading over the weekend or a couple of days ago, reading some of his stats in an article highlighting how he was kind of like the best player of the for the last year in the Premier League, I came to give you a handshake because I said, you know what, this guy, I saw the numbers, I saw the plays, and he's delivering. The guy is in one natural year. He's gotten 23 goals and 17 assists for an attacking midfielder. That's top level caliber player numbers.
In how many games?
I remember the games, but I can tell you right now. So all right. So this year in 2021, he's played 62 games and scored 34 goals. Okay. In the European stage, so outside of the local league, he has done 13 appearances and 9 goals. I don't have the stats on the assists, which are very important for an attacking midfielder. But what I read, it was only in the league because this is a natural year probably, so it doesn't count only this part of the league.
It's not counting
Right.
21.
It's been it's actually in the league. It's been 41. No, yet. It's been in the natural year the year. 41 games and 23 goals. And then it said on the article that he also adds up 17 assists. So he's in double digits in both goals and assists, which is, again, top level caliber player for a major league like the Premier League. In the big stage, he delivered. Shook your hand because the guy so far is actually working real well for you guys.
Yes.
Especially if you compare it to Martial, for which you paid 60 million euros.
But Martial's not an attacking midfielder.
But even worse, he's an actual striker.
He's an actual striker, fine.
Yeah.
And also what I said is that Bruno Fernandes coming to Manchester United just improves them.
Yeah, well, but we didn't know that before, bro. Again, he's coming from Portugal, and he needed an adaptation.
Yeah, but you got to look at it.
Sort of gap.
You also, this is the way I look at it too. Yeah, he didn't make the Euro Cup for Portugal, but for a country to win a top championship like that, you have to look at their youngsters, how they're coming in. You have to look at you have to look at the team that's coming up, because that's going to be the new run of players that's going to represent them.
For sure. He's only the next leader of that team. Yeah,
he might.
You know,
Until
Cristiano's
Ronaldo's
35.
Ronaldo's not going anywhere. Exactly.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes is now.
How old is he? Like 20.
And the Euro Cup is this year, by the way.
He's 26.
The Euro Cup is this year. He's 26. He's
He's
in his prime.
He's just reaching his prime.
He's
Yeah,
reaching his
28
prime.
usually for soccer players, unless they came out very early, like
Right.
Rooney. Actually, that article also delved into, his actual spell in professional football, soccer. He was one of those stories I really like, because this kid wasn't like a wonder boy that
He was a journeyman.
He was a journeyman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he actually signed for 40,000 euros for Novara in the third tier of the Italian system. Novara, Serie C. Wow, it's like the third tier of the Italian soccer system, the
Right.
calcio. So the guy was a journeyman, and then in Italy. So he went when he was 18 to Italy for very little money, just to support himself. He was saying how his mother put stuck in his luggage 50 euros because he couldn't even have money to eat in the beginning.
This
Blah
is
blah
Bruno
blah.
Fernandes.
This is Bruno Fernandes. Yeah.
Wow.
So he was like a promising player. He wasn't given chances or whatever. And he went from Boa Vista, which was like a third-tier team in Portugal, to Novara. And then he did it great there. Then he signed for Udinese. He stayed in Udinese, kind of like coming up from 2013 to 2016, scoring 86 games, 10 goals for an attacking midfielder, solid numbers. Then he signed for Sampdoria, 1 year, 33 appearances, 5 goals. Probably he did well there
Italian league.
playing. Yeah, always Italian league.
Serie A, right?
Serie A. And then,
Serie A.
Serie A. Yeah. And then he went on to Sporting Portugal, where he played from 2017 to 2020. He signed for Manchester United. On this one, he was putting up solid numbers, 83 appearances, 39 goals. Again, being an attacking midfielder, meaning, for those of you who don't know a lot about soccer, he had the actual strikers, the actual guys in charge of scoring goals right ahead of him.
I feel like
so he's a playmaker.
having a key attacking midfielder or having a key midfielder just controls your whole fucking game.
Either a midfielder or an attacking midfielder. And no for nothing, the best players in history, the ones that are up there to be considered best players in history, all of them except for Cristiano Ronaldo and Ronaldo Nazario, the Brazilian one, are all attacking midfielders. We're talking about Maradona, we're talking about Messi, we're talking about Cruyff, we're talking about Zidane, and so for the Pele.
There's a new documentary, right?
We gotta watch it.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, bro, we gotta. I saw
it.
just the trailer. It sounded real good.
I didn't see it. I heard it was good. I heard it was really good.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I
but we
loved
gotta
what I
watch
saw, and I'm not a big Pele fan.
We can divulge into this in the next podcast. We
Fuck
both
yeah,
watch
let's
it.
do it.
I'll watch
Yeah.
it.
So it's said, it's done. I admitted it, and I'm willing to go on record. Yes, bro, you were right about Bruno Fernandes.
Thank you.
You made a gamble. I was conservative. I said
I
let
made a
the
smart
kid
gamble.
play.
I made a smart gamble.
It was funded under some skills the kid had, and it worked out. But let's not forget, there are many fucking players that come into the Premier League from a Tier 2 European league, such as the French league or the Portuguese league or the German league, and they don't pan out.
Didn't Ronaldo come from the Portuguese league?
Perfect example. Ronaldo came out of a
And he
Portuguese
dominated the fucking Premier League.
Yeah, bro, but he didn't
Dominated
Yeah,
the Premier
but
League.
remember, he had an adaptation period in which Fergie, Ferguson, told him and said, "Come over here," and became a father figure of him and told him, "Okay, you just have to cut off like a little bit of the dribbling shit that you're doing for no reason and start focusing on the goalpost, my brother, and on your partners, scoring goals, giving assists, and becoming a dominated. Remember, let's not forget right wing first. Because remember, Cristiano Ronaldo with the seven on the back, he was a right wing, and a left. He played on the left. How do you say with playing on the left, but being a righty, pierna cambiada in Spanish. He played in the opposite natural side just to find diagonal shots. So remember when one of his favorite moves, cut in and boom, hit it from the edge of the box, boom, on the opposite goalpost. Fuck, he scored a lot of golazos like that.
Golazos,
yeah. But you know what I mean, like doing like that, passing it through the back, leaving the defender here off position, and then hitting it because he's ambidextrous also. Yeah, hit it with both legs. So, but we're talking about again, even though I dislike him heavily, he's one of the best players ever to ever play the game in history. Period.
We both gotta watch the play though. It's on Netflix and on Hulu.
It's on Netflix. Netflix and Netflix native creation kind of deal. So yeah, we'll watch it and we'll do a little review.
We'll do a little review.
Yeah. But anyway, so. My hat off.
Thank you. We'll see, and we'll see with the Manchester United progressing in the Europa League.
Yeah, guys, you're up there.
Reversing AC Milan.
I think you could do it.
Without Ibrahimovic, I think we could do it.
Well, they're doing well in the Italian league. Surprisingly, they have apparently a solid team.
Also, man, I gotta tell you, man, I think Ibrahimovic is one of the best strikers of all time. You cannot. You can't.
I have to think. Well, bro, I have to think about this for a second.
He's played in every top major league and he's won.
All right.
I don't want to go off topic here, but I'm just saying.
You know what? What did your papi chulo always tells you about strikers specifically? Where is the meat of the strikers? What is the actual?
Bedimo, man, listen to me.
Yeah, but what is? Just listen to me, and if you can reply, or I'll reply for you. But where do I always tell you that the greatness of strikers is? In the numbers. So.
But he's dominated in every league. He's been to mostly every league.
Well, there are players who've worked in every league, but they are not considered the best in history.
Of
Playing
course.
in a league doesn't mean.
All right.
So
I got you. Okay, I understand.
So what are we doing here? He's a striker. Is he not?
Yes.
All right. Now, what do we regard strikers for?
Numbers.
Their ability to score fucking goals, not even assists or whatever. Or records. All right. So let's look at the numbers and we'll see it. You want me to put them up on the screen?
No, it's all right. I like watching.
Oh shit, our logo.
Were you modeling over here? Where'd you get this photo from?
Wow, don't hate, bro.
You're looking away. You look like.
Right, because I'm just a casual shot. It's like
that's a casual shot. You kidding me?
Yeah,
that's not a casual. That's
being casual. Oh, what's happening over there? How you doing, ladies?
You look like you're modeling.
Wow, you're such a hater. All right, so let's look at numbers over here. I think we're gonna disregard the Swedish league, right? So we're gonna step right into the Dutch league.
Why are we going to disregard the Swedish league?
It's like a fourth-tier league.
How many goals did he score there?
Okay, in his best season, mi bro, in 2000, in 29 games, 14 goals, which are just decent numbers for a kid, right? He was, of course, very dominant because he's the kind of striker that's not really he's not like a full striker in the sense that he's not a hunter. You know what I mean? He's not like all about the goal and only of the goal. He's a playmaker too. Because one of the beauties of Ibrahimovic is that he's a 195 striker that can, pass, can hold position, can fix both central defenders. He's a very flexible, versatile player. He can do very great passes, long range. He has a very nice, a lot of quality with the feet. So it's okay that he didn't score a lot of goals there.
Right.
For him to earn the signage for Ajax, which was at the time a record for Ajax, because they paid like in 2001 they paid like 9 million euros, which was a lot at the time. Yeah, he was. I think for the time he was the most expensive signed player. Okay. No, for Ajax in Ajax history. Okay. You have to remember that Ajax is mostly homegrown.
Yes.
A
lot of youth academy.
Yeah, youth academy oriented team. Yes. Every now and then you'll see that all of a sudden Ajax makes it to the semifinal.
We've talked about this. Yeah.
Exactly, because they have a very prolific young players system.
Yeah.
So in the Eredivisie, in the Dutch league, first year, which he had a rough time. You can see, I saw his documentary, very good documentary.
Yeah, it's on Netflix too.
I saw it, and you remember how he struggles making it into the team. He had this clash with Mido. Remember Mido Hossam, the Egyptian striker. So he played 33 games, scored 9 goals. Now, 2002-2003, he went up to 42 games and 21 goals. That's solid numbers.
That's half.
Exactly. There's 50% scoring stats. So every 2 games, 1 goal. That's solid. That's how he's getting up there. Let's not forget Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, they've had seasons in which they had like 60 games,
I'm not,
75 goals.
I'm not saying he's better than them. I'm not saying that.
Well, you're putting him up there.
I'm putting him up there, yeah. Only because he's played in different leagues, man.
Okay, he kind of kept the numbers, 31 games, 15 goals into 03, 04, 04, 05. He only played 3 games because he signed for Juventus. First year in Juventus, 45 games, 16 goals. Second year in Juventus, 47 games, 10 goals. Again, for a striker, of course, very young player, 24, 25, but modest numbers. He wasn't like the main striker on that team. He was playing with Nedved, if I recall right. They have like other. I cannot remember who was his partner, his dancing partner, up in the forward section of Juventus at that time. But he definitely wasn't the main striker. Also, he was just coming from an inferior league, so he's an adaptation process. So it's fine that he made not a lot of goals. Then he signs. Remember, Juventus had the Moji Gate. Remember they descended,
yes,
and they got striped from like a couple of titles because Juventus. We all know how Juventus operates. So he moved into Inter Milan, and here he had a more dominant role. 36 games, 15 goals. 34 games, 22 goals. 47 games, 29 goals. Once again going up. Then he signed for 80-something million euros for Barcelona. That didn't work out well. Remember, he had a clash with Guardiola halfway into the season, and he stopped playing because according to some reports, Messi didn't like him as much because he wanted to take the spotlight off of him. And Zlatan has a big ego, so
huge ego.
Right, so 45 games, 21 goals, and then it was just one season because then he went on loan to Milan and then permanently the season after. So first season, 41 games, 21 goals, 44 games, 35 goals on the second season. He was in Milan. And then, of course, he smelled the Euros that were coming from Paris, and he signed
PSG.
for a shitload of money for PSG. And then we're not regarding these numbers, are we? I mean, the French
don't
league,
want to find. I don't care. We talked about this.
Right?
We don't count.
If you play for PSG in the French league, come on, let's be serious. You're there for the money.
Right.
So then, of course, in this one, he broke the ball, so to speak, because he was scoring crazy amounts of goals. In that one, he won like 85%. He won almost a goal a game for the 4 seasons that he was in that league. He was like a goal a game.
Dominated.
Yeah, dominated. But again, it's a tier 2, tier 3 league. And then he came back to Manchester United, and he did 46-28, and then he broke his shit. And when he returned, he only played 7 games and scored 1 goal. That led his way to the Major League Soccer. We're not regarding those numbers because, of course, okay, what tier is all respect to the MLS, is up and coming. We guys have a lot of faith in it. Beckham, go with Inter Miami. Like, you guys need to keep developing these leagues. I have a lot of hope. But right now, it's not a top tier.
Okay.
So he, of course, he crushed in the American League. And then he went back to Milan. And this year, surprisingly, he's probably one of his best seasons percentage-wise. Because so far, he's played 21 games in the season and scored 16 goals. So he's like, that's 75%.
This is the only point I'm making.
What is the point you're making? Now, you want me to...
He's very versatile in the way... But yeah,
you want to play Ronaldo Nazario's numbers? You want to play Ronaldo Nazario's numbers? So what are we talking about here?
But he's jumped from league to league to league to league, and most of the time he stayed at a half a percentage of scoring goals.
Bro, he's a top caliber player.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's the best ever striker in the world.
I said
he's one of the... Yeah, he is one of the greatest.
You put him out there.
Top 10.
Top 10 strikers in history? In history.
And pure strikers.
Guys, I'll get back to you.
Top 15.
I have to think about it. Sometimes,
okay, all right.
Sometimes you're talking smack and then you just...
I'm not talking smack.
One is talking smack and then you start thinking about it.
Right.
Whoa, Batistuta.
Right.
Whoa, you know what I mean? Like,
all right. Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo is one of the best.
One of the best. To me, it's the best... Is the best striker in history.
I have Wayne Rooney, but whatever. We're not gonna divulge into that. Also, Ronaldo dominated on a world class scale.
At a world class scale. Yeah. He's a 2-time world champion.
He's a 2-time world.
Ronnie has made it to the quarterfinals with England. That's probably his highlight. You know what I mean? The most important part about Ronaldo is that he broke both his knees, and he still came back, won the Ballon d'Or, the golden ball, and he was top scorer in a World Cup.
I would say Ronaldo is pretty top.
Winning the actual tournament. After breaking both of his knees, being a completely different player. Like if you analyze Ronaldo Nazario's late 90s career when he was a youngster, right? He was 18, 20 when he was in 1994 selected for the Brazilian team. He played a minute or something, but he won because the partners in crime in that team were Romario and Bebeto. Mm-hmm. And so he was like a third choice, so he didn't really play. But by 98, he was like a top like the top striker in the
Top
world.
striker in the
And
world,
remember, he broke his both of his knees in Italy.
Yeah.
So the first Ronaldo that played for PSV in Eindhoven was already killer, like scored 30 goals in 20 games, something like that. But the Ronaldo, we want to play highlights some other day, or we'll watch them later, not to bore our audience. But the Ronaldo that played that 1997, 1998, or 1996, 1997 season in Barcelona, bro, top scorer. That's
Unstoppable.
literally, bro.
Pure striker.
Literally.
Pure
Like,
striker.
I've never seen any striker more dominant than this guy. I've never seen
I agree with that.
top level defensive, like center backs, shaking when he, went straight into the box.
I get you.
I saw goals like dribbling the entire team with the Compostela. I remember stepping into 2 axing tackles from Valencia, just jumping over them, scoring.
That was
on
a commercial.
Huh? No,
I'm
saying like in real life, bro. To
Yeah,
have a
bro,
real
I'm
soccer,
saying,
real soccer in the Spanish league, which was on the top 3, still is. So yeah, that's to me the best number 9 probably. Although some oldies may choose something different. Anyway, mi brozo. So
what do you think?
well, I think you should wrap it up.
I think we did a good job.
I think we
It was
we
good.
did.
It was good to be back, bro.
Yeah, brother.
Finally, bro.
I've missed you a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do you want to do the honors before we cut it off?
Nah, I did it the last
Right.
2 episodes. Yeah, it's your
You
thing.
did. So guys, thank you very much for watching, for listening. Please, as we always say, we really need your support. It doesn't cost anything to just do a couple of clicks. And
I'll
go
pay
on
$1 for each subscriber.
Fuck, this guy, man. I guess. Wow. Guess somebody's making the big bucks
I need
here.
to do something, man. Come on.
Yeah.
You need to help us out.
Guys, we need your support. So spread out the word. Go on YouTube, go on Spotify, go on iTunes, follow us, subscribe to the channel, and please keep this podcast alive for us, because we will keep going, keep pumping out episodes. Thank you for being there, Ioannis.
Please get a haircut.
Yes.
You gotta cut off. What did you say? What was the word?
A wig, peluca.
Peluca.
Have a fine peluca.
You'll look.
Yeah.
You're better than that. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
I'll see you next time.
Thank you, mi bro. Love you.
Peace.
Bye.